All right. All right. I gotta be honest with y'all, man. I thought it was hype. I thought it was hype. But Slate digital plugins are fire. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Dreamer from Got Better Beats, and I'm here with another video. And honestly, as you can see on the screen, I have Anna 2 from Slate Digital, or Sonic Academy. I guess they kind of partnered up because it looks like you can get it outside of Slate Digital if you want to buy it, from Sonic Academy or whatever the case may be. But honestly, I was kind of blown away when I heard the sounds in this VST. And honestly, to be honest, I was kind of blown away when I heard the Slate plugins again, because I had them before, but the iLok situation, it was just, for some reason, you had to do a lot the way it was before. You had to go through another site for their subscription called Gobbler, and it was just a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was just trying to keep up with the downloads, but right now they had a Slate Digital Connect, and this is not a sponsored video. This is me telling you guys that I actually enjoyed the sound of these plugins, and I'm gonna let you hear what I have in a minute. I'm gonna also let you hear what I did. As you'll see, this folder track right here, it has pretty much, I kind of just turned the VSTs off because I wanted to kind of save on the CPU. I used 4 instances of Anna, and I just kind of bounced them down, but I kept them in this folder right here turned off because just in case I need to change something and I need to get it in VST format, that way I don't lose the presets or, in my settings. So a great way to do that, by the way, just get a folder, name it whatever you want to name it. That way you'll have access to your tracks if you need to change the key of the song and you don't want to time stretch, and you can kind of save on your CPU as well. So this is the polysynth that I started off with. And this kind of came to me while I was just kind of messing around with something, and it was one of those things where I just couldn't let it go. And that's a pretty standard polysynth, so that's not really what kind of made me feel like I was blown away. But just as I was going through the sounds, and if you actually want to see me do a plugin review, make sure you leave that down in the comments. I'm tripping. Okay, and that right there is the Vox pad. It's almost like a reverse vocal, which I really liked, but I just kind of toned it down by adding a chorus and a filter. Here's what it sounds like without that added. So it's just a little brighter, and it also has like almost like a top end ring to it, like, almost like a flanger or metalizer or something. So I just kind of mellowed it out just a little bit. And this is the bell. I mellowed these out quite a bit as well, just to keep that nice mellow, almost kind of like a lo-fi type of mid frequency. So what I did was I added some chorus just to kind of spread it out just a little bit. I added a filter because it has a lot of high end on it, which you'll hear in just a second. And I added some reverb. And this is the reverb from Slate. Honestly, when I slapped it up there, I did change it a little bit. I think I just changed the dry wet knob and maybe something else. But that was a really good sound of reverb. Honestly, a lot of reverbs don't sound good as soon as you slap them on. So that's it without the effects added, and this is it with the effects. So it just kind of takes a little bit of that top end sheen off. I really didn't do much from there. And the synth bass I did enjoy working on. Um yeah, I got something special planned for this right here. But this is the synth bass on its own. And it doesn't really sound a lot by itself, but I wanted to kind of add a little bit of bottom end with this 808. So, I mean, yeah. And honestly, I can turn this off because I had a side chain to the VST. But the reason why I had the filter on the synth bass, just to filter off those lows, just so I can get these to play together a little nicer. So I feel like I'll do some EQ carving and stuff like that, but right now I just wanted to get the ideas out. And honestly, the drums I really didn't do a lot to. I did a little bit to my kick using the SSL. And honestly, what I did was I just kind of, as you can see, bumped it up a little bit at 50 hertz, but I kind of took some mid range off in two places and just kept the high filter pretty much where it was and just added some light compression because I got some compression on the bus as well. So, excuse me. So it doesn't sound like much right now, but and I'll play all the drums together because I really didn't do much to those. Let me go to an area where the hi-hats are. Okay, so and as you can see, I like with the well, I guess you don't hear it just yet, but I also added in something almost that you would never think of adding in. I added in it's like a loop of just birds chirping. It's real low, but let me turn that up. So you can barely hear it, but honestly, and I just added that reverb on there. And honestly, it just kind of for me, it does it a lot of justice. And as you can see, I just kind of leveled out the track a little bit, but I actually didn't get a chance to, pan anything to the left and the right just to kind of create a little bit of space. But honestly, it's kind of sounding good the way it is, and I'll let you hear the what piece of the idea that I was having on there. I don't know if I should let y'all hear that because I'm a little rusty. Let me let you hear how I processed everything. So for the keys, which are this part right here. Okay, so I use Virtual Mix Rack, And honestly, I started off with the presets because I just clicked the vibe strip, and when I tell you like these processors sound really, really, really good. I mean, it's certain, it's certain plugins that you have to really do a lot of tweaking to and this and that, but honestly, they sound really good. I haven't I haven't had a plethora of analog equipment that I can compare these to, but just being a producer for a long time and just knowing, how you can actually just put some stuff on your buses, because that's really all I did was I just put one on each bus, and honestly, they sound really, really good, even on vocals and everything. I mean, sounds amazing. So let me play it for you, and I'll just move on to the drum, what I put on the drums and the bass and my vocal bus. So the London and the Hollywood preamps, honestly, I guess the good thing about the preamps that I really enjoy is that I normally wouldn't use two preamps, but pulling up a vibe strip, and when it sounds good, I'm like, I guess I'm using two preamps. So honestly, I think that's really what's good about it, because they have I mean, extensive to the max on the presets. So honestly, and it mirrors analog gear, so it helps me out because like I said, I haven't grown. I didn't start off in an analog studio. Most of my stuff was in the box. Okay, and on the bass, I really enjoyed the uh the bass sounds that I got out of this, and I'm gonna let you hear why. Now I'm gonna turn it off and let you hear how it sounds. Exactly. I mean, very big, very big difference. So it looks like I'm peaking out at about less than 24, maybe around 26. And let me turn it on. So looks like I'm adding in to about 10 dB, but it doesn't sound super stressed and over the top. Even the 808 by itself. I have a part in the song where I'm gonna break it down just to the 808, and it sounds really good for the 808 to be that low in the song. So as you can hear, like these plugins are beast mode, and I really love this custom opto. I use that on my vocal bus. I kind of changed some stuff around because this wasn't like this. I started out with the 808 Wakey, and I think it didn't have this in there. So I kind of, what I do is I kind of start off with some stuff, and then I just kind of tweak it to where it needs to be. And honestly, it turned out fire. Okay, so I guess I do need to let you guys hear the vocals, but the drums first. And honestly, like the way the just drum bus came in, I just left it the way it was, and I adjusted the FG stress a little bit and the revival, But honestly, everything I kind of left it because it sounded really, really good. And one of the things that I actually really do like about it is, even though I have a trim knob on my buses and all my channels, if I needed to use this trim channel, it would be good if I didn't have that in my DAW. But honestly, it's good to be able to push your plugins to the limit and actually control the trim at this point. I mean, because that's one thing that as an engineer, sometimes we like to push it to the limit, but sometimes we have to just make sure that our levels don't destroy the tracks. And honestly, all the plugins sound really good without, being overbearing. So I'll just let you hear this small piece right here.
Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time. Put on your favorite dress, I hope you're ready, babe, 'cause I'm on the way.
So honestly, I recorded that when I was just trying to get my ideas out. But this is the channel strip that I pulled up for this one. And I'm not sure if it had this. No, I changed it around a little bit. I pulled up the Vox and I changed some stuff around. And honestly, this FGN, man, you can get some crisp vocals out of that. Like it just pulls out certain tones and and all that. Like I did a little bit of EQ here, but this one right here, I really like to add the presence or, like, so this is actually like a SSL style, but this right here, it just seems like it just added a nice vintage sheen when you add it in like the top end and stuff like that. So
Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time.
and instead of me bragging about it, I guess I better show you guys what I mean.
Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time. Put on your favorite dress, I hope you're ready, babe, 'cause I'm on the way. Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time. Put on your favorite dress, I hope you're ready, babe, 'cause I'm on the way. Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time. Put on your favorite dress, I hope you're ready, babe, 'cause I'm on the way. Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time. Put on your favorite dress, I hope you're ready, babe, 'cause I'm on the way. Long as you are mine, promise I'll make time. Put on your favorite dress, I hope you're ready, babe, 'cause I'm on the way.
And see, honestly, what I did was I was boosting some high end, and I boosted the high end up like 5 or 6 dB. And in certain VST plugins, it would just sound terrible. But honestly, it just the way you can boost and shape the tone without it getting harsh and crazy sounding is amazing. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna let these go. I mean, because the value on top of, just the way it sounds is super dope. But if you guys want to see me actually go into a deep dive on Anna 2, because I might do it anyway, but if you want to see it, make sure you drop those likes on the video. And I'm working on getting everything synced up together. As you can see, just moved in. If I move out the way, you'll see, just trying to get the room prepared. Got to finish painting and doing a lot of stuff, getting a lot of stuff going. But I really want to start live streaming, get a chance to connect with you guys. That way I can actually answer some questions as they come, and we can really build a community. And make sure you guys get that producer starter kit that I have. It's a free drum kit I have available on the website. I just dropped the MIDI pack. That one is dope. I guess I'll have to do a video demo on that so you can actually get a chance to hear the type of sounds that I put in there. But yeah, man. I mean, just make sure you subscribe so you can just be here with these videos. And if you want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon set up on my channel where you can become a monthly member, getting free beats, getting a free sound kit. It just depends. So I'm getting everything worked out, but just leave your comments below on what you want to see, what questions you have, and if I can do a video to help, I will. If I can give you an answer in the comment section, I will. And I guess I'll see you next time.